NFC matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway in Southern California. And we get a look now at Phillip Rivers as he and the Chargers take the field. Rivers finished second in the NFL in passing yards behind Tom Brady in 2017. Over 4,000 yards, 9 of the last 10 years. And he went over 50,000 in the final game of the 2017 season.
Not bad. Man turned 36 in December. You'd think he'd be slowing down and saying, maybe this is it. He looks to me like a guy who wants to play a long time. The enthusiasm has not waned. The performance obviously has not. And very close, he had the Chargers to making the playoffs this year.
Yeah, and he was only sacked on 3% of his dropbacks this last year, fewest in the league.
That Phil Brady, he knows how to get rid of the ball, and he's also very strong in the pocket, can shrug off a few of those tacklers as well.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one will be accepted. Following the penalty, here's feet to the
Brought it.
big play there.
What else?
Enzo, that's tough.
Into the hands of the receiver. And
first and flat throw. Tree. 10 yards up there, and it'll be set. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the pretty quick. Would it if you had gotten a season?
I think so. I think it's just down to touch. We're just getting ready to go. And all the time in practice. You have teams. They're not want to get outside.
On third and all they need.
Brandon, what were they? They looked like they were playing for the pass. This is an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was
defensive. We're in there.
Men in the box.
Yards is the tally on 5. As we hit the midway point of this first. Flacco fakes the sets to target on.
But he let it
early.
And he did. The ball was snapped. I think they're pretty cagey moves. Third and 2 is not just a lot of time roots.
Second and 10. And off. And he's swallowed. And dropping loss. It seems like, but a quarterback can hold too low. He did right there.
He understands football, saves some yardage, and he was so hitty. Drive is spent with the coaching prior to that year.
Absolutely not. Games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what article here on this.
Yeah, so many talk about it right here in front of us.
By putting the ball in the end zone.
Was man covered football? There's no ones.
Lose yardage. Back to the 19. On this long. Bring it.
Doesn't really matter by the defense.
The pressure right. And he to it. Yeah. Pretty lucky to get the foot. Maybe didn't.
And I know are always a back. It really happens. These opportunities when you start to thinking it away instead of catching.
So they get the feet. Part of that was a 4-play drive.
Normally when you run that, you end up in when the defense happens. That didn't really control, hoping that they can, if they keep having.
They'll start up on first. And get this one a 4-5-yard line. First.
Good. Explode side. Control those linemen. The guys have to be controlled. Off of just
today gap. Go first and. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into almost. Bump it on second down.
Momentum right in his hand.
Sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense. Fell harm round. Now contact markers come in. Who is this again? A free 5.
It's a nation that react and pour that one.
Rip from the 50. Play to Dean. And he's brought. It'll be a gain of a Charger first. Really, they were in zone coverage. So careful, you're losing play. Quarterback is.
Don't be careful. That point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz and you can out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive matter. You just pressure towards it and still try and cover downfield.
For Rivers, Williams, and he's going to be taken down yard line. Good pick up there on 20. Why they love the rookie so much.
And that's what meetings with the coach.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, work ethic. Out of him. I do know doing the defense, and guess what? Because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be able to draw and other plays of that name. Make sure you
fight his way for a modest get. Bring up a fun.
And be with. Stop any time you hand the ball back.
On third, caught. Benjamin for the Charger touch. Benjamin 6 away. Chargers find a way to their lead. Well, in one, I won so much for scoring.
That had to feel on the offensive coordinator. You've got 4 on 4th down unless they take a shot. You want to accept the opportunity. If they didn't feel that they would come back.
Now they get set and head back. And tough to win games here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking
for the big chunk now. Noted the field doing the put down gets the field position they're in.
Can get this.
Well, I guess someone is certainly not in this.
They were trying to get the shot.
1 shots and let they were coming out.
On that one, so not a ton of help. The third, fourth.
A short run offense for trying to settle it out of the defense. Won the battle. Wasn't giving. Always have to dish them out.
That goes for 31.
I don't know what's going to be when he's setting up the throw. But sometimes they just have to get on the run. He's able to do that on that. Plus up a first down with a nice throw.
Echo. Now he'll throw deep left. And the Cade. 30.
You give him pass play. You know where your exit be. On this play, it was flushed. Still able to accurately ball his first down.
It dropped the zone.
Start their snaps closer to the goal. But it's a throw the situation coverage. It's hard to get the ball in there.
Take on for a touchdown. Alex comes away. And the Ravens
play in the end and carrying the ball. The guy
out there, but I live on the dive. A 6 play. And it's capped off. And get it to reach the end. Sneaking over here. They won last set in 2017 earlier. Just missing the play like that because they started 0
channeled what the 19 tries to start and end up to win their division. But they came here to Vinny City. That loss, that's kept them out.
Down. Get jarred. Incomplete.
Contact going there, and in the end, able to keep on the foot into us.
Everything good and run on third down. Open man attack brings this up to the 47st. Pickup of 16 and a charge first. The forgotten man in this. Now you want to forget not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Surprise when he took his Williams at a big catch. First down.
Throw right side, Williams. Out of bounds. Yard or 2. The third. In the
100 number for a really good game for a receiver. See, really shatter that and have a tough game.
15. And this one, good team.
I like how they went there in the pitch space. Oh, he's going to run away. That's exactly there for yardage.
Throw complete. That's Gordon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They go play action. Rivers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Third and long for Rivers. Oh, Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
To pass, Flacco steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because, you know, the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Throwing here on first down. Flacco. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joey Bosa in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game.
All right, Brandon, back to you guys in a minute. But first, it's indeed time for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now out of the gun and hit him for knee at a foul. Flacco. Incomplete. Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. The
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone, They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Going underneath for Gordon. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Chargers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. Kiss him goodbye, Travis Benjamin. Touchdown, LA. Travis Benjamin, 82 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This will be fielded at the 6. And they'll have excellent field to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Flacco from midfield. Flushed out right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Alex Collins, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Play action. Now, Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And the Ravens taking the field. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. 2nd down, Flacco now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Buying time to his left. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd down, just 1 yard to go. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the top.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. A give left side to Collins. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 16. Flacco. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Well, you talk about clutch right down the pipe, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
And he didn't leave much doubt there, did he? Good snap, good hold, and that one was dead center.
Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing, Rivers, going deep here for Allen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now. as he'll kick it away for the second time. With it is Brown. "34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And out will come the offense as they take over. The drive starts with a run by Collins, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. In motion goes the tight end. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards as they keep the drive rolling.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, it went against the tendency and ran.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think we just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree, go right out the window, and a chance to win the game as well.
Yeah, protect the football. On the other side, you're taught to get in there and rake it out. They did just that.
I mean, they go over this starting in OTAs and mini camps. You go through these situations, and that's the way a lot of teams like to end practice. Finish it off with this type of a drive, kick the game-winning field goal. Everyone feels good and heads to the locker room. In this case, though, they're not going to feel so great about it.
Keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now Brown. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now here come the Ravens. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. They're going to clock a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
He's got his man on the crossing route. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Flacco. This will be caught at about the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. Flacco to throw. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let... And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And they take a knee. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12. To a knee goes Flacco, and that should be it. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.